The New York Knicks. And to look at the starters for the Knicks, we've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. And for the Thunder, Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Jalen Williams is out there with Chet Holmgren, and it's Fresh in at the 5, roaming the paint. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
Yeah, that's Karl Anthony Towns at his absolute best. The shot making incredible from every spot on the floor.
Here's Fresh. Hart pulls it in. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Pass to Brunson. Here's Anunoby. Last game for him, he had 14. The 3 is up. The Thunder with the rebound. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander to the paint. Here's Fresh. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Towns can't get it to go.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why. And great job to establish position and square up.
The Knicks have gone 1 for 3 so far. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Pass to Williams. It's Dort on the wing. Now here's Holmgren to the inside. Fresh. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. And it's no surprise that Jalen Brunson is at the top of the scouting report. Coach told me Jason is a 3-level scorer and a master of the pick and roll. And no matter what you do, you can't speed him up. He's going to read the defense, play at his pace, and try to pick you apart. It's always a chess match against Brunson, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And so he hits the technical free throw. Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, B.A., this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it. Big-time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
Fresh misses. For New York, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. He can't get it to go.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Yeah, that one's good.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Bridges finds Towns. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. Here's Fresh. And he misses the go-ahead basket. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Anunoby. And again, the Knicks missing. A minute 42 left to play in the first. Leans from outside. Fresh. That one's good. Fresh just got 6.
Totally uncontested, but it still took impressive balance and agility to hit it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. No good with the triple. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Bridges passes to Towns. Brunson with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Outside Hart, pass to Towns. Sinks it from distance. 10 points for him.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And the Thunder call time here. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns, a 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
So both...
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Brunson. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Holmgren is out there with Williams. And it's Fresh in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Brunson with it. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doors.
I'll say this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
And he drops the first. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
Fresh misses. Knicks leading by 5. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Fresh in their last game against the Clippers delivered in a major way. He dropped in 16 points and he was in the zone offensively. There was nothing the D could do to stop him. There was a lot to like about his approach. He was aggressive, yet he didn't force things. Really solid game.
Yeah, Allie, he put forth a commanding performance and led the charge for his squad.
Yeah, it's clear this guy is unafraid. He relishes the opportunity to take over for his team.
I think he's got to find the appropriate balance between not forcing it and not settling.
And it's Brunson missing. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Fresh. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
Pulls it. New York, no good that time either. Thunder trail by 3. And Doris, no doubt about it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
First one falls. But Graham, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. And a switch here also for New York. Towns is checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, a big story this summer was Jalen Brunson signing a team-friendly extension, leaving an unprecedented amount of money on the table, but providing the Knicks with the opportunity to lock in this tight-knit core and contend in the East at the highest levels for years to come.
A team to be reckoned with. Shams, thank you for the report.
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lu Dort at times is just going to make tough shots.
New York calls timeout. And Doris, such an important guy on the defensive end, Lu Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
There's a minute 47 left in the second. Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Hart. Here's Towns. Shoots over Holmgren. New York again can't hit. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Anunoby passes to Brunson. Over Williams. Brunson misses.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Back to Williams. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Dort on the wing. And it's New York with a rebound. They defeated Utah in their last game.
It was textbook rim protection in that game. Taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Fades away. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. New York out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
So on the floor for New York, they've got Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Bridges in a shooting guard.
So smooth, so pretty off the dribble drive. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work.
Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
DA is incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
Dort against Bridges. And that one is stopped right through.
When Mikal Bridges saying, don't sleep on my athleticism, some big-time hops.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Now Gilgeous-Alexander, 9 points in the game, 6 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Left side Brunson lets it go from deep. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Fresh. He's got 10. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Wallace comes in for Dort. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a switch here also for New York. McBride, he's checked in for Brunson. Outside Hart. Inside, Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns putting on a show on the offensive end of the floor. Legit three-level score, and he's got it all working.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And here's Wallace. No made baskets yet. Joe on the wing. Here's Fresh. Covered by Towns. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Mitchell comes in for Williams. Achua's checked in for New York. Payne comes in for Anunoby. Payne against Mitchell. Now here's Payne. Tightly guarded. McBride passes to Payne. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. To the wing, right side. To the middle. Here's Joe. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. Knicks leading by 3. Pass to Bridges. Now Payne. Now here's McBride. With the drive. Deflected. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Now here's Mitchell. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Williams against Achua. Here's Mitchell. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Hartenstein against Payne. Outside McBride. There's 49 seconds left in the third. That one falls. McBride's got 5 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Mitchell. Wallace outside. Joe on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mitchell. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 now. Bridges finds Achua. Here's Payne. Mitchell grabs a miss. Outside Joe. Here's Wallace. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Knicks leading by 5. After a quick break, we're coming right back at the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. They've got Jalen Williams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Williams, and it's Fresh in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander against Achua. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young